What's up, everybody? It's your man, KJ the Great, dropping another edition of All Sports Media TV. But first, I want to say, I hope and pray everything is great your way. Now, let's talk about this. All right, y'all. So, if you remember, I did a video on this fight as the rumors were swirling about it happening. And today, the fight is reportedly set in stone. But the location isn't really in stone yet, but it's looking like it's going to take place in Las Vegas, T-Mobile Arena, maybe. Or the MGM Grand, whichever one. That's yet to be set. But the fight between undefeated, two-time WBC super middleweight champion of the world, David Benavidez, the monster, David Benavidez, who is 27 wins, no losses, no draw, 23 wins by way of knockout. He was last in the ring with former IBF super middleweight champion Caleb Sweet Hands Plant. And that fight saw Caleb Plant start out in typical fashion, quick hands, slick boxing, a lot of movement. He definitely was winning. You could say maybe close to the first half of the fight. You could say maybe around the first couple rounds, maybe 4 or 5, or maybe somewhere around there. But ultimately, the pressure of David Benavidez, the combinations, the power, everything just coming from David Benavidez that he has to offer overtook Caleb Plant. He would have got knocked down maybe a couple times or even knocked out, but he was holding. A lot of people were calling for Kenny Bayless to stop the fight. You can hear people screaming at the corner of Caleb Plant to stop the fight. And you go back and listen to the trainer tracks. At one point, I thought David Breadman Edwards should probably stop the fight because he was asking Caleb Plant, do you want to finish these rounds? Now, in my opinion, if you have to ask your fighter that, you might have to stop the fight. But nonetheless, David Benavidez got a unanimous decision in his return to the ring that night. He is the current WBC super middleweight interim champion. Now, a fight that was on that undercard that people thought could possibly happen was with the current WBA regular super middleweight champion, David Morrell Jr., who called David Benavidez out not too long ago. He called him out for the fight. He wanted David Benavidez. That was around that. Man. I thought that fight could possibly happen, but ultimately, David Benavidez, he's got other things going, man. I think he's a little bit further along than where David Morrell is. Now, his opponent for this fight, Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade, former 160-pound champion. He was the WBO champion, and now he was the 154-pound champion as well. Now, Demetrius Andrade, he's a slick boxer, southpaw. He was last in the ring with Damon Nicholson. He didn't look his best because prior to that fight, he was out of the ring for 2 years, and he had a lot of controversy swarming over his head because the fight with him and Jamal Charlo was pretty much a go. And then, I believe it was like a week or so close to the fight, he pulled out. We know that if you go back and you remember when he crashed the interview or press conference with Canelo Alvarez, that's where the whole "you want payday" thing came from. He's been lobbying to try to get that Canelo Alvarez fight for a long time now. He fought Damon Nicholson and got a unanimous decision back in January of this year. So all in all, he's relatively been inactive. One fight in the last pretty much 2.5, 3 years. A lot of people are saying that can be his own undoing going into this fight. Demetrius Andrade is 32 wins, no losses, no draws, with 19 wins by way of knockout. He definitely has fast hands, quick feet. He puts combinations together really well. He moves really well. So this is kind of a clash of styles right here. You got the boxer and the puncher. Demetrius Andrade, he definitely has good power. I won't say he has just this one punch knockout power. I won't say that. David Benavidez, he has great power. I won't say it's one punch knockout power either, but he definitely has that accumulative power where he lets his hands go, fast hands, and it's just a lot for a lot of fighters to deal with, and they get taken out. Now, this fight will be on Showtime pay-per-view November 24th. Woo! Black Friday. And yes, you know your boy is gonna watch it. Hopefully they do a Black Friday deal for this fight. Just saying, come on out, Heyman. You know, help a brother out. No, I'm playing. But November 24th, the reports are saying it's looking like it's gonna be in Las Vegas, which is excellent. I'm sure they're gonna have a stacked undercard, but definitely with these two fighters, just like I said before, the one thing that David Benavidez he showcased and worked on in his fight with Caleb Plant, which I'm sure he's gonna work on even more, was a little bit more head movement, a little bit more defense. With Demetrius Andrade, it's hard to tell outside of it's hard to tell what he needs to work on outside of getting his ring legs back up under him, because this will only be his second fight in the last 2.5, maybe 3 years. So if he can come in at peak performance and look like Demetrius Andrade, this is going to be a very interesting fight. But if the ring rust and his inability to stop the pressure and the hand speed and power of David Benavidez, this could be an early night for him. So that being said, I'm going to stop it right there, and I'll give you guys my final predictions the closer we get to this fight. But that's all I got for you guys. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. Follow me on my Instagram at All Sports Media TV. Down in the description box, that link is there. Follow me on my other Instagram at KJTheGreat09. Down in the description box, that link is there. The video that I made for this fight in particular, the link to that is down in the description box as well. We already over 1,400 views. Keep those views going up. I thank you guys. Peace.